Hi, Greg.
We got both of them, and really happy with the mindset in the beginning of the game, the intensity in the beginning of the game, and we wanted to disturb their man marking by trying to play behind them, and that gave them some problems.
Good, Greg.
Yeah.
You talked, Doug McIntyre, Fox Sports. You talked a lot in the lead up to the tournament about chasing performance more than results. What do you think of the performance overall, and how much disappointment is there, if any, that you didn't get a couple more there, knowing that goal difference could be a factor later on?
There's no disappointment. For us, it's just about analyzing and improving. I talked about one of our objectives throughout this tournament was to keep trying to get better. So I like the performance for an opening game against a difficult opponent. Happy with the performance. A lot of the guys got their first Copa America game, first Copa America win, first Copa America shutout, and we're in a good position.
Greg, John Muller from The Athletic. When you took over this team 6 years ago, you talked about building a possession-based team with an attacking identity. Yesterday, when asked about their tactical evolution, you talked about the importance of denying high-quality chances. Tonight, you did both. 61% possession, only one touch allowed in your box. How do you think about the relationship between possession and defense, and would it be fair to call this a rest defense or defensive transition-oriented team now?
I think it depends. This is the thing. There's no absolutes. If you hear any coach talk, they always talk about each game has its own story. And for us, when we're talking about the different quality of opponents we play, the different caliber opponents that we play, we're going to have to be adaptable. And that's really going to be the only chance for sustainable success if we understand what the game is giving us and then reacting to it or responding to it and then hurting the opponent. But the more I understand it is that transition is always going to be a massive part of the game, both offensive and defensive, and you got to be good in those areas. And at a high level, those are the areas that can determine the result of the match.
Greg, Steve Goff from the Washington Post.
Hey,
what was your plan with Tyler? It was play first half only and take him out. That was pre-planned, I imagine.
Yes.
How do you see him coming along, and how do you think he performed coming back?
Guess what he said at halftime. You want to take a guess? All right. Coach, can I play more? And I was like, dude, we've been down this road, man. Like, we don't need to have this conversation right now. I'm trying to get clips ready for halftime, trying to get, some analysis done. But of course, he wants to stay on the field, and that's Tyler. You see how much he means to the team. You see his attitude and his intensity, and he's a guy that we want on the field, but we just have to be careful. And the plan from the get-go was 45 minutes. We stuck to the plan.
Greg, Diego Enriquez from Tigo Sports El Salvador. Solid performance today. Set pieces, well done. The first goal came from a set piece. I see the work from goal kicks to corners. Do you have somebody in the staff member dedicated only for set pieces? And then second question, Bolivia playing 3 in the back in the first half. You playing man-to-man, taking advantage. They changed to line of 4 in the second half. Yep. Did you plan for them to play line of 3 or 4 in the back?
We were prepared for both. They showed both of those looks. The 3-5-2 they played against Colombia. So, for us it was, something that we prepared for. We also saw 4-1-4-1, 4-4-2 at times in the game. So we prepared for all of them. I think the most important thing is they want to be aggressive. They want to move to a man-to-man press no matter what formation they're playing. It's just how do they do it, right? In the 3, they release their wing backs. Sometimes they release their center mids to our fullbacks. And then it's just about how we move and create space for each other. The other part of your question was, set pieces. Yeah, so we do have a set piece coach. His name is Gianni Vio from Italy. Many of you probably know him. He's a renowned set piece coach. And, it's just work. You want to put the work in, and you want to be, I think, flexible. You want to be, surprise the opponent. But I think the most important thing is you want to be consistent, and consistency in the service, in the runs. And when you get that, you can be very dangerous.
Greg, Jesús Padilla de Furia Deportiva, TUDN Radio. ¿No te quedas con la espinita? Okay. Greg, ¿no te quedas con la espinita de que Estados Unidos pudo haber ganado con un marcador mucho más holgado que pudiera servirle en el caso de que tenga que definir la posición 1 o 2 por diferencia de goles con equipos como Uruguay o alguno otro con el que tenga que definirlo?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of soccer to play in this group, and it's not done. We have 2 more games. Our next game is Panama, and that's what we're focused on. I think we'll always look at the chance creation as a marker of a performance, and I think we created enough chances today. And on most days those chances are going to go in, and today they didn't. But that's fine. I think we're pleased with the result. The game was never in doubt. And I think it's a good starting point on which to build throughout this tournament.
Henry Bushnell from Yahoo Sports. Hey, Greg. Just honing in on like minutes 5 through 40. So after the first goal, what did you think about the way the team kind of responded to obviously a positive development early in the game, and specifically like the balance between going for a second and it seemed like they could have created a lot of chances, but also trying to control the game. Like, is that the balance that you would have wanted to see?
Well, it's hard to control a game against a team that is pressing nonstop. To me, in my opinion, for what it's worth, then it's about chance creation, trying to get to goal. And I think, as a team, you get stuck in that middle ground sometimes, and then it becomes difficult. And, for us, the most important thing you can do is to get to goal and put the opponent, in their penalty box, because eventually they'll reorganize in and around their penalty box in a zone. No teams play man-to-man, in and around their penalty box. So, I thought today there was a balance, and we didn't always get it right, but for me, it was about the attitude of the players. We talk about, not chasing perfection. We talk about performance. Let's try to get to a good level of performance. Let's everyone work hard and try to win some games.
Hey, Greg. Paul Tenorio from The Athletic.
Hey, Paul.
On that topic of chance creation, what are you trying, or what are you asking for of the players in terms of trying to foster very different halves and how they defended you? Obviously, they opened up a bit more in the second half and have led to some more of those chances, but was there an encouragement to be more aggressive in kind of taking one-on-one opportunities, trying to create more of those chances? And is there any carryover into the Panama game in terms of how you think about trying to create those chances if they are going to drop deep into, in and around their box, and trying to create good goal-scoring chances against that low block defending that I know we've talked about many times before? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just not, I'm not sure that, I agree with this whole premise. For us, it's about winning tournament games. When you look at the final results, if you get, some precise data, we probably have over 3 expected goals in the game. They had .17, to me, that's comprehensive, and, I guess there'll be an angle, it may even be from you, that says, okay, you should have scored more goals, you should have created more chances. But it's a 90-minute game, and over the course of a 90-minute game, we created enough chances, we denied enough chances. We're happy with the result. We move on, we focus on Panama, and we go from there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.